Kart Lifers, what's up? Sammy D here, and we have the new update. It's already here, and I had a feeling it was coming before the next tour. Let's take a look at the update info. We're going to break down the new update for Mario Kart Tour. Here we go. Version 2.8.0 is out now. Go to your app store, find the app Mario Kart Tour, and click Update. We knew Level 7 was going to be a part of this, but Level 7 will begin next tour, as you all know. I will now break down the rest of the items in this update. It's a mixed bag, let's put it that way. Here we go. Okay, KART PRO. This is probably the most exciting thing in the new update. The KART PRO event has been added, which challenges players to achieve 3 wins in a row in standard or gold multiplayer races. Okay, so we have a KART PRO challenge that's going to take place within the realm of multiplayer. Now, a lot of people I know hate multiplayer. A lot of people I know on the Discord in particular love multiplayer. There's very much two camps, and I guess there's the camp of people who don't care either way. Where you're going to want to start caring now because rubies are on the line. Here's how I think it's going to work. KART PRO challenges. So you're going to get a challenge card for the KART PRO challenge. If you complete all the challenges, you get this badge, the little golden star multiplayer badge, which is only given to players who achieve 3 wins in a row. You can also get rubies. Now, I don't know what you're going to get for the individual challenges themselves, maybe also rubies. But for completing the whole page, you're going to get rubies and the badge. It says here there's other ways to receive rewards without winning 3 in a row, like playing a certain number of races. So I guess that's, you can get some of the challenges, but you don't have to complete all of them unless you want to get that ruby reward and the badge. Now, ruby rewards are going to be based on your grade in multiplayer. You know how you have F, D, C, B, and A, and then you have S, and then S plus 1 to S plus 6. Multiplayer came out a year ago now. At the time, I grinded up to like S plus 2 or 3. I've kind of fallen down to S. But how they say here is that F through A will receive 5 to 10 rubies for completing all these challenges. And then S to S6 will receive 15 to 21. So I guess it's staggered like that. So the most you can get for S plus 6, if that is your level, will be 21 rubies. Now, it says specifically here, the reward will be based on your grade at the time of your first login after the event has started. That means that when you log in next Wednesday for the new tour, you want to have that grade as high as possible at that exact moment. So I, for one, am going to be grinding some multiplayer all weekend. If they're going to give us a way to get rubies through playing the game, you can bet your ass I'm going to get those rubies. So I hope you do too. It's only 21 rubies, and they say that this will take place next tour and then return every few tours. So we're really only going to get, between 5 and 21 rubies extra every few tours for doing this challenge. But hey, it's rubies. So if you enjoy the challenge, now I know multiplayer can be hard. It really can be, but there's some strategies to employ there. Check out the Discord for more. Talk to Dr. David, talk to Phyllis, talk to these guys who play multiplayer all the time. Get your defensive items and turn that auto item off, and then get in there and get first place in some multiplayer grinding. Get at it, and rubies are coming your way. I love the name KART PRO. You know I got to get that moniker, so we're in. Okay, then we talk about level 7. It's not telling us that much we don't already know. It does show that normal drivers reaching level 7 will finally get that skill plus, and it does give us finally the reveal of bubble plus, which increases the bubble's movement speed. So now we know what bubble plus will be doing. But then, Morton with the giant banana, he's now going to get giant banana plus at level 7. Now, this leads us into daily select maxing. This is a big issue in at least the Kart Life community right now. What's going to happen with maxing your daily selects now? Before you could get your daily select items to 6 and tickets will unlock slowly as you max more items. We don't know if it's going to work exactly the same way, but we know that in the past you've had to have, like, for example, 1 high-end daily select max at least in order to get a chance at a high-end ticket when any maxed item is in your shop. So now we assume you're going to have to get at least 1 high-end to level 7 if you want to unlock a high-end ticket appearing. But you're also going to want to max out a couple, normal level 7s, some super level 7s. So people are kind of strategizing as to which ones they want to do. We don't know how many tickets it will take to get to level 7 yet. This is the big question. I'm trying to max out probably the gold glider would be the item, the high-end item for my daily selects that I'm going to try to max out first. It's a coin glider. It's one of the best gliders in the game, and it does appear in and daily select. So theoretically, it would unlock some high-end tickets once I start maxing more things out. Then I'm going to go to my super gliders. I've always preached this, that the super gliders are great things to max out. They're only 2,000 coins. There's not that many of them. They appear regularly and they give you combo time. So you want the gliders. After a few days of the new tour, check in on our Discord. Make sure you're following because folks are going to be posting their data, what they're finding, what the daily selects look like. Just that's your place to go, as well as here on Kart Life. I'll have a new tour reaction. It's my birthday tour. It's going to be a big tour. And by the way, the tour reaction on Friday, that's tomorrow. I'm not sure exactly when I'm going to be able to do my reaction video. I've got some personal things I have to take care of in the morning. It's going to be tricky for me to make the video. I might have to like pop on and do a super fast mini with a quick reaction or something like that. But anyway, stay tuned. It's my birthday tour. It's the update tour, level 7 tour. Let's go. It also confirms what we kind of assumed, which is at level 7, the drivers, karts, and gliders are going to get that 6-time bonus point boost. That's going to be the main stat for level 7 things. I don't think we're going to get a skill plus or anything super crazy. It's just going to be more bonus points, no additional frenzy chance. So we can kind of expect it to go as the pattern has been, and we get the 6-time bonus point, which will add up. If you got a level 7 double capped or triple capped coin box driver, you know, a 6-time bonus point boost multiplier on a long track like Daisy Hills or something like this is going to be pretty huge. You know, I've adjusted a little bit into the acceptance of level 7 and the fact that, you know, if I'm going up against 666 whales, it's not that much different if I'm going up against a 767 whale. I probably won't win, but we can still stay really competitive, be very strategic as to what we level up, be real smart about it. Then it just says what we know already. High-end level boost tickets will be in the tier shop this tour and next tour at the premium prices. Remember, 15,000 for a driver ticket and then 13 for kart and glider. This is not the normal price. They're supposed to be 12,000 and 10,000 respectively, but you can have the opportunity to get them at that inflated price. By the way, in my shop today, the second time this week that I've had 2 high-end driver tickets in the same day. I've got 13,000, enough to buy one more. I'm at 10 driver tickets. I've never had this many. This is a really great nest egg for level 7. Try to buy whatever tickets you can now while they're appearing if you've maxed out daily selects, because they might disappear for a few tours until you build that. Interesting thing about this for me is that I have a challenge where you have to buy a tier shop item, and I really don't want to buy a tier shop item because the only one I need to buy that's normal priced is the Banana Master. I don't have it, true, but with tickets going away, I want that driver ticket instead. So I might have to let this go. I have no idea what I'm going to do. I'll probably be forced to buy one of these overpriced tickets, like just like a super ticket. The reason I need to buy it is it's a gold challenge. You have to buy an item from the tier shop. You have to get it to get these 5 rubies. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. We'll see. Anyway, back to the update. That's just a little note on my shop. It just says it confirms that we're going to get coins for level 6s this tour, blah, blah, blah. Okay, multiplayer, we got a few little fixes to make multiplayer a little bit better. Pretty nice. You can now select 3 races, 6 races, or 12 races. You can now toggle friendly fire mode on or off. You can hit your opponent's teams or your own teams. After the race, you can tap through more quickly. So from what I understand, we'll be able to track through the 3, 6, or 12 races, your points accumulate, which is kind of what I wanted for multiplayer. So that's really cool. Then we have a couple other things. We have filters in the snapshot mode for auto mode. So cool, we can add filters. Now everyone's asking me, are the filters gonna count in the Kart Life screenshot challenge? I don't really know yet. I'm not a huge fan of the filters just because I feel like if I say yes, filters are allowed, everyone will start doing all kinds of filter shots. But hey, maybe you guys like the filter shots. I'm kind of a purist, but I'm also an artist and a graphic artist, and I think the filters are kind of cool. The cartoon mode is kind of neat. It kind of draws an outline over everything. It looks pretty neat. You got sepia tone, you got black and white, you got blur, you got like a streak kind of effect. So check out the filters. You can also, for some reason, pause the auto mode before the race starts now. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but you can. A big change I put in my update wish list is flipping the left-right controls for landscape mode. So if you want to drive in landscape mode, you can now steer with your correct side on the right if you're right-handed, and then tap your items on the left. So that's pretty cool. Okay, we got a bunch of other random little additions. A player's highest score on their profile will now remain on the profile across successive tours. So I guess it's going to be your all-time highest score as of the time they started tracking will remain there on your profile. So kind of a nice flex. Okay, special login bonuses for players who are returning to the game after some time, or who have just started. This is, they're really trying to pull people back in. I guess people might be dropping off a little bit. And I have friends who've dropped out of the game. The problem with this is they're not going to even know that these login bonuses exist because they're not opening the app and seeing the update. Like, I literally will have to text people I know who've stopped playing and be like, hey, you should log in. You're going to get bonuses. So I don't know. Good luck trying to get more people back in the game. In my opinion, if you want people to not stop playing the game, you got to improve the overall generosity, the overall list of the things the fans have been wanting. I did my big dream update video. If you didn't see it, you can see it right here, and just kind of laying down some truth bombs about some things that the fans have been needing for a long time. Nintendo, DNA, I hope you're listening and can implement some of these things in 2021. Okay, the following features will be added across upcoming tours. A new bonus challenge of snap a photo. Now, this is taking a photo like in auto mode, but if you note, the term bonus challenge technically is in each of these cups. The fourth little thing right here, you click it, it's called bonus challenge. So we might see that appear here in a cup as take a photo. And I don't know how you get 3 stars for taking a photo, or 2 or 1, but that is something we can see probably for just grand stars. A very minor change. Then we have challenges based on the total of the highest scores earned in a tour, which means, I guess, your all cup score. There's going to be something about all cup coming where you get rewards for all cup. This is very exciting to me. You've got top 10 all cup, you got top 100, you got top 1000. I always go for top 1000 because it's been attainable for me ever since they started. I've gotten every top 1000 badge, and you can probably get those too if you've been playing since day one. Top 100 is a lot harder. Top 10 is obviously for the top dogs. But this could be interesting if they give us some rewards for this. Then this little tiny note here at the bottom, challenge cards that can be purchased. This is, I don't know what to think about this. Of course, it's great for whales. You can buy more things in the game, but are they really struggling that much with making money on this game that they are foregoing actual new challenges that we've been needing for over 1 year, and they are making us buy more challenges? That is kind of a slap in the face. And the tricky part about this is if you're going to be able to buy challenges, and there has been some data mining about this as well, but if the challenges cost like $1 or $2 each, that's going to be really hard to resist. If they find those sweet little price points that make someone like me want to, okay, I'll throw a couple bucks this way. It's not 20 bucks, it's not 40 bucks, but it'll give me more rubies. If it's the best value for the rubies, if we are getting rubies, in fact, from these challenges you can purchase, then that's going to be pretty tempting. It's pretty smart on their part, but at the same time, it's a slap in the face because we've been wanting actual new standard challenges, expert challenges that are actually hard. By the way, the new expert challenges, I unlocked 7 of 9 of them in one race in the new tour. That is not an expert challenge. I mean, I know I'm good and all, but come on, guys. Give us some real new challenges. Anyway, we'll see what these are like in the new tour. I'm very curious about it. And then they fixed a couple known issues like the coin box falling through the ground and the cap bell not repelling a blooper or a spiny shell with the correct points, so you'll get a little more points out of that. There are some new things in the update that the data miners have found. I try not to go too much into the data mining because out of respect for Nintendo, I'd rather not contribute to the leaks, but it looks like the mini-map is now here in team races again, which is really helpful in this team rally. Usually we don't see the mini-map. I like to see the mini-map, so now it's here. Greeting coins, it looks like we can receive multiple days worth from one friend if they build up. Now, as Shiny said in his great recap video from this morning, you're still gonna have to go in every day and send 5 coins to everyone. So it really doesn't change things that much if you're a true giver when it comes to the greeting coins. But anyway, there that is. Apparently selecting a driver kart glider goes faster. It looks a little faster. I can't really tell that much of a difference. And then down here you see tips and tricks is always down here in the left now. And this has always been in the game. In the menu, you can look at like how to do things, like techniques about slipstream. So if you're a new player and maybe this is catering to them, it's kind of always reminding you about the tips and tricks and how to learn how to play the game. So again, seems to be catered to new players. And we have the new app icon right here with Mario with the flag. They finally got rid of the first anniversary icon after almost half a year later. Okay, so that's what's in the update, and as you can tell, it's just a little bit of a mixed bag. The KART Pro event does sound really fun. I will go for some extra rubies with multiplayer. If you're cool in ranked right now, remember between now and next tour, you have a chance to build up your multiplayer rank up to S+6 if you want to get 21 rubies for completing those challenges. We'll have a taste of the KART Pro event next tour, and we'll break it down further there. We'll also break down the new tour, the new challenges that you can apparently purchase. Going to be very interesting there. And let's just say some other stuff has been data mined. If you want to find it, you know where to go. And let me just tell you, it's blue. It's blue and it's very mysterious. That's all I'm gonna say. If you missed my Nintendo Direct reaction video that happened last night, you can check that out here. A little disappointed in the Direct as well. I have this tendency of putting everyone's hopes way too high. High hopes, low expectations. Be prepared for the worst, but it's hard not to dream big when it comes to Nintendo Directs. The Zelda anniversary, which is Sunday, they're only doing Skyward Sword HD, at least that's what we know now. And Breath of the Wild 2 is a ways away still. But there are a few cool things in the Direct. Do check that out if you haven't. And I'll try to be back with a tour preview reaction as soon as I can tomorrow, even if it's just a quick video saying hi, okay? My birthday tour, let's hope for something great. I'm gonna have like 600 rubies or something crazy to spend. I'm first in ranked, things are going very well. I'm not even gonna show you my competitor's name because it's a really foul name and I'm looking forward to just utterly destroying this person as I already am in ranked, so it's gonna be a breeze. Good shape for my birthday tour. Are we going to Amsterdam as the new badge possibly hinted at, or something we would never predict? Stay tuned to KART Life. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks to all my members and my subscribers. Leave a like, leave a comment, hit the notification bell. All these things help my channel out in a great way. Stay home, stay safe, be kind to one another, and we will talk to y'all soon. Peace.